Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the PetroDollarPedro Show. I'm your host, Pedro. Well, it's Saturday, the 26th, around 9:46 a.m., and I'm just doing another video today to focus on speaking to the younger amongst us. There's a lot of discussion that happens around, what to do with money. And what to do with retirement, what to do with all the money people have earned over their lifetimes. But there isn't a lot done to discuss what the young people can do. And so in this brief video, I'd like to just take a moment and speak to the young folks and offer up some solutions I myself have come across. So first and foremost, in the background, you can see I've got a little flower of life symbol, just pulled it off images. That'll be our background for the conversation, just because this is some commentary. So I'd like to say that if you are younger and you just joined the precious metal Austrian economics school, whatever part of your journey you're on, there's a few things you need to know going into this that'll really help you, and I think you'll find these things proven true over time. So the first thing is this: never invest, never put all your money in any one thing without thorough and extreme amounts of due diligence. It's boring, it's not fun, it's not exciting, and it's not sexy, but it's how you become successful over time. Don't just buy something because you see an ad. Don't just buy something because someone made a good case for it. Go and research it. Learn about it. Try to get visuals on it. Try to get your hands on it if you can. Try to learn as much as you can about something that you might be interested in putting your money in. Because if you're younger, every decision you make can have drastic consequences, both good and bad, all the way throughout your life. So it's best to take the time, do your due diligence, do your research, and make sure you understand what you're getting yourself into. It doesn't matter if it's crypto or precious metals or, equities or real estate or whatever it might be. Just do your research. It's really important. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to say is, for the younger folks who feel confused, if not outright terrified, you need to understand that, this world is not run by adults. It's run by children wearing suits. And these people, whether by intention or by accident, have pretty much gone around screwing up our world and screwing up everything good that we had, from the peace that we once had, to our financial system, to endless wars that we now have, you name it. Now, that doesn't mean that the boomers are to blame, or the millennials are to blame, or any one generation is to blame. But in order to change your mind state, you have to change how you see things. And if you see these people in suits and you think, wow, they're so wealthy, I want to be that way. Well, you're buying a lie, because these people, 9 times out of 10, as the FTX scandal showed us, these people aren't who we think they are. And it's very important to have your guard up when it comes to dealing with wealthy people. That doesn't mean you shouldn't trust anything any wealthy person ever says. It just means you shouldn't blatantly trust someone because they have a lot of money. It's very important to understand that. And that's why in the first bit I said do your due diligence. So the second thing would be, not only do your due diligence, but don't just listen to what someone tells you because they're wealthy, especially if they're wealthy, and really try to suss out whether or not someone's trying to sell you something or is simply sharing advice. And your gut will be very good at helping you there. And the third and final thing I'd like to share is that being younger, you tend to be faced with more emotion. And it can be very difficult to navigate that and then learning about the financial system and what you can do about it. So a recommendation I'd like to make is to take some time to yourself to do things that relax you and bring peace to you. Find something out there that you love to do that puts a smile on your face, preferably a smile on other people's faces too. And do this, whatever it is, whether it's helping other people, running a business, playing music, making people smile. Find something that brings you joy and hold on to that for as long as you can, because it will be of extreme value to you in darker times when you feel like there's nothing left and no one cares. Because these things happen when you're younger. You feel this way. You feel like the adults should have been more responsible, and it can kind of make you angry. But instead of getting angry, channel that into some form of creativity or positivity as best you can. You guys are going to have to forgive my squeaky mouse voice this morning. I only had 2 cups of coffee, but that's never enough. So, try to find something that brings you peace and joy. And let go of the things that bring you pain. Do your best. That's not floofy, new age advice. That's just, good mental health advice. Let go of the negatives, focus on the positives, and realize that when you make a mistake, you can look at it as a mistake or a lesson, right? You can look at it as a bad decision or a bad decision you can learn from. It can either be just a bad decision or something you can take something from it. And I can tell you right now that if you are younger and you are out there, make the best decisions you can now, not later in your life. It's really important. So do your due diligence. Don't just trust wealthy people, and find something that will make you happy and bring you peace and bring you joy, and it will help you navigate this world so much better, and you will be so much less angry at all the people around you who we probably all feel like they should know more and do better, but it's not necessarily their fault, and there's not a lot they can do. And we're each on our own journey. So I just wanted to take a minute and speak to the younger folks out there amongst the Wall Street Silver Forum and anywhere out there at all. Life is confusing, life can be scary, but there are solutions, and we can do this, and there are people out there who care and are fighting for a better future. And that fight is not always in combat. Sometimes it's in the mental sphere or the information sphere. But we are out here and we're doing what we can. And if you're a younger person, join the fight. Find your peace and let that strengthen you, and get ready, because things are going to get pretty hairy out there. So just wanted to take a minute. Pedro really needed to speak to the younger folks amongst us. Please take radical self-responsibility. Be spiritually responsible. Be physically responsible. Take care of yourself and the people that you love. Be charitable as much as you can. Just remember to try to put a smile on people's faces. I try to do that every day, no matter who I meet. It's just what I want to do. And don't be afraid to speak the truth. Very important. So to you younger folks who stayed here through this whole video and listened, thank you so very much. Pedro really wanted to put something out there for you, and focus on you. The next generation, you're very important. Keep standing up for what's right. Keep doing what you can to prepare yourself, and Pedro's going to do the same. So Pedro loves all of you. He hopes you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and please just be as beautiful as you can. And Pedro, we'll talk to you next time. Pedro out.